Hello everyone, I am Fazle Muhyiddin, one of your course instructor for the course BUS302, Business Research Methods or Research Methods of Business and Management. This video is for lecture 1 where we discuss content, and this is part 2 of the content discussion video. In this video, I will discuss the main topics that we will cover throughout this whole course. Now, before diving into that, let me give you a brief introduction about this course. Now, this course aims to give students necessary skill to conduct different types of research, namely research that are conducted in real life business organization, as well as research that are conducted in academic environment. Real life business organization, they have to conduct research frequently. Some of the examples of real life business organizations research are market surveys, customer satisfaction surveys, employee satisfaction surveys, etc., etc. And academic research are mainly done in order to publish in high quality journals, and hopefully we will be able to discuss research from both the perspective. Now let's get into um, the discussion about contents of this course. Firstly, we start our course with a discussion about research philosophy. Research philosophy, in this segment we discuss the worldview of a researcher. As you know, the way we see the world definitely influences our action. And similar to this view, a researcher's philosophy, the way a researcher sees the world, will influence the choice of his research methods, the way he conducts research, and of course the research output. And that is why it is very important to get an idea about research philosophy before getting into other aspects of how to conduct research in any business research course. In this segment, we will discuss topics like what are the core ontological assumptions that exist in the research philosophy, what is subjective reality versus what is objective reality, what is positivism, and what is interpretive science. Um, what are different methods that are grounded in subjective reality approaches? What are some of the research methods that are grounded in objective research methods? After discussing research philosophy, we move on to the next segment, which is research publication. Research publication is quite important in the sense that every research needs to be um, based on necessary background, or every research um, needs to anchor itself with necessary background information, and that background information is the existing research actually. So new knowledge is created based on the old knowledge, and old knowledge is all within different types of knowledge can be found in different types of publications, research publications like journal articles, newspapers, and other types of publications. So in this segment we will discuss research publication. In research publication, we will discuss mainly things like why the need to publish, where to publish, what are different journal rankings, which journals are more credible, which sources of information are more credible than the other, so on and so forth. After research publication, we discuss research proposal. Now, in this section, we will discuss we will basically discuss about um, how to find a research gap, how to formulate research questions, research aim and research objectives, how to come up with a good research title, what is a literature review, how do we find, how do you search for literature, different literatures, what are the ways that we can search for reliable and trustworthy literature, how do we write um, a very good quality literature review, how do we handle references, what are different types of references are there, how do we write research limitation, the ethical considerations while conducting our research, and how to use tools like Gantt chart to show our research progress. Now, um, after research proposal, we discuss types of researches. In this segment, we mainly discuss um, topics like basic versus applied research, inductive research, deductive research, abductive research, exploratory and descriptive research, explanatory and evaluative research, research strategies, time horizon based classification, quantitative, qualitative, and mixed methods, primary versus secondary research, or primary versus secondary data collection, and how do we achieve triangulation in conducting research. After types of research, we discuss sampling. In sampling, we will mainly focus on probability and non-probability sampling techniques. Um, and after sampling, we discuss data collection. In data collection, we will first learn how to develop questionnaire, um, and in questionnaire development, we will discuss how to incorporate questionnaire items from existing research sources, and we will also discuss how do we ensure our questionnaire items, how do we ensure validity and reliability of our questionnaire items, what are different types of variables that are available, also what are the measurement scales and implication of measurement scales when it comes to data. And after data collection, we will discuss report writing format. Now, in report writing format, um, we will discuss both academic research report writing and also as well as business report writing. Here, we will mainly focus on um, things like what fonts needs to be used in a standard business or academic report, how many sections should be there, how do we handle references, um, how the headings and sections should be written, um, so on and so forth. After report writing format, we will discuss hypothesis. In hypothesis, we will discuss how do we formulate null and alternate hypothesis, how do we locate dependent and independent variable in hypothesis, and how do we test, what are different techniques available to test hypothesis. After hypothesis, we move on to the next segment, which is about SPSS. Now, SPSS is a software developed by IBM. This is a very popular software for quantitative data analysis for social scientists, and it and hopefully we will give you hands-on experience with real-life project about SPSS. Now, in SPSS, we will discuss things like how do we data entry in SPSS software, um, descriptive statistics, and how to conduct correlation testing for hypothesis testing, partial correlation, simple regression, multiple regression, independent sample t-test, paired sample t-test, ANOVA, so on and so forth. After SPSS, we move on to the next segment, which is interview data analysis. Now, in SPSS, we dealt with we basically deal with quantitative data, and since quantitative data are numeric data, it's quite easy to handle with the software. However, qualitative data are not as straightforward as quantitative data because qualitative data contains non-numeric values. And in this segment, interview data analysis, we will discuss exactly, or we will address exactly the issue of how to analyze qualitative data. In doing so, we will be discussing topics like content analysis, narrative analysis, discourse analysis, grounded theory, template analysis. After this, we will discuss how to write discussion sections of a report. Um, Now, in this segment, we will discuss how do we incorporate our major findings of the research that we found um, within our report or within our research. Here we will show you how to incorporate major findings, and then how to compare these findings with other existing research findings, and we will also show you how to incorporate the theoretical contribution of your research as well as managerial contribution of your research. And then finally we will have a concluding section where we will learn how to write conclusion of the research report, and we will also discuss any question that you might have throughout the semester, and any other concern that